Welcome to Managerial Accounting for the summer session, the 10-week summer session. As you know, we'll be doing our course 100% online. And my name is Dr. Millerani, and I will be your professor for this 10-week course. So before we jump into the details of the course, I just want to recognize, this unique time and situation that we're all living in. And I want to emphasize to you that your number one priority and my number one priority for you is that you remain safe at all times. And if that keeping safe interferes in the coursework in any way, then I should let me know, and I certainly will make every accommodation that I possibly can. So I know it's a stressful and difficult time for many people, but I also feel like that we'll get through it, and during that process, we'll make the best of it. So in any case, you should feel free to email me anytime with your questions or concerns. I'll try to respond in a few hours or sooner. Also, I'm happy to meet with you virtually at any time. Just drop me an email and we'll schedule a Zoom or a Skype meeting, and we can talk about any questions that you may have related to the course or any other courses that you're taking here at MCPHS University. So with that said, let me jump into the course itself. So this is PSB 416, Managerial Accounting. And let me just show you the structure of how I've set up the course. So essentially there's a couple of key folders that you'll want to be looking at. In the course introduction, I put the syllabus. This is just this overview and expectation that you're listening to now. And then there's some assigned articles that I'll post in here. So when I reference an article that I'd like you to read, this is typically where you'll find the article. So I'm going to open up the syllabus now. So the syllabus has my contact information. And by the way, this is my cell phone. You can call me on my cell phone, or preferably you'll email me, but if something urgent comes up, having technical difficulties, feel free to call me on my cell phone. Typically, I put my office number there, but as is the case with almost everybody, we're working remotely, so I'm not in my office these days. Let's hope that can change at sometime in the near future, but certainly not until it's wise and safe for everybody to go back. So I am using a textbook that is published by a company called Flat World Publications. For the most part, I post the chapters in each week, so you could probably get away without the textbook. You can buy an online version for about $35, but you can get by in this course without the textbook because I do post the materials that you'll need. So it's totally up to you. You don't have to purchase the book, but if you like it, it's available. So in terms of grading, the way I'm going to work it is that half your grade will be weekly graded assignments. So, and those typically you can do multiple times. So you can do them until you get the score that you desire. My general philosophy about grading is that if you show up and do the work in my courses, then generally you get a good grade. And the reason I do that is I'd like students to focus on the learning aspect and not be worried about or focused on a grade. I mean, of course, you have to do the work. You have to show up and do the work, but if you show up and do the work, then your grade should take care of itself. Okay, so my goal, as with all my courses, is that you maximize, your learning in this course. And I do think this is a very important course because it gives you a foundation of things that everybody who wants to be in a management or key decision-making role in any organization, you're going to learn things in this course that will be helpful to you. So we'll have the weekly graded assignments. We'll have Blackboard postings most weeks, and then there'll be a final exam, which I'll go over the content of that, but basically we'll cover the materials that we've gone through in the semester. All right, so most of the other stuff on the syllabus, you could just read through it, just give you some background information about what to expect. And then here's our weekly schedule. So Weekly schedules start in week 1. I'm going to give you a general overview about what management accounting is. There's a grade assignment, a Blackboard posting. And then week 2, we'll get into cost behavior, cost volume profit analysis. Might actually do that for 2 weeks. So I might make some revisions to this as I'm looking at the syllabus now, and so forth. So these are the categories that we're going to cover week by week. And generally each week it'll be the same process. I'll post materials, do a recorded lecture. You'll participate by answering Blackboard questions and doing a grade assignment. And above and beyond that, if you want to meet with me virtually or talk to me on the phone, I'm accessible anytime during the semester. Getting back to the overview, so as I mentioned in the course introduction, that's where you're going to find the syllabus and some other information that you'll find helpful for the course. Then I've set up weekly structures. So let me show you week 1. All the weeks I try to set up the same way, so it's a consistent way of communicating with each other. So we'll talk about the learning objectives. We'll talk about what we'll post supporting materials. So let me show you what's in the week 1 supporting materials. So here's the chapter 1 PDF. And I've got a couple of videos here that will enhance your understanding of what's in chapter 1. So my view on learning generally is that I know different people learn differently. I'm a big fan of podcasts and videos myself. So I try to have a mixture in terms of the different ways for you to enhance your learning. Okay, so that's kind of the materials that you'll need to support. I call them supporting materials, and then I'll post something every week about the particular topic. So shortly, I'll cover what is in week 1 or chapter 1, and that will be that'll be my general approach. Okay, so what you'll see every week is learning objectives, supporting materials, instructor perspective, and then there'll be a discussion board question or questions most weeks, and there'll be a graded assignment every week. Okay, now the thing with graded assignments is that I'm going to allow you to do them multiple times. Okay, so if you go through and you do the graded assignment and you're not happy with your score, then you can go back in and do it again. And what I'll do is I will count your highest score. All right, so again, my goal here is to be straightforward and to give you materials which I think will enhance you academically and professionally. And if you do the work, then the grade will follow. And more importantly to me, the learning will be there for you. All right, so I'm going to end this video now, and then the next video, I'm going to talk about the week 1 materials.